Hey YouTube, D-Ski from D-Ski Grillz back with another cooking video. And today we'll be making seasoned baby back ribs on the 48-inch Sunterra Santa Maria style grill. Now, seasoning these awesome baby backs will be an easy task. What we're going to do is a 2-day process. We're going to start with a marinade or a dry brine type marinade that we're going to put in the refrigerator for about 10 hours. And then tomorrow we'll get out there on the Sunterra, get that Santa Maria style grill fired up. We'll be using some mesquite charcoal to cook these on. And I can't wait to show you the end result of these ribs. Now first off, I always talk about rubs and flavor profiles and how I'm always trying to up my game when it comes to that. So I heard from a friend who follows me, and now I follow him as well, on Instagram about Mississippi Grind. I believe it's been out for a while, but this is my first time using it. So I got Mississippi Grind that we're going to season up these awesome pork baby back ribs with. We'll put it in the refrigerator again for about 10 hours. Then tomorrow we will get on that grill, get that baby cooking. We'll fire up that Santa Maria style grill, start raising and lowering our grill grade until we get the perfect baby back ribs. So I want to thank you as always for joining me. I'll also let you know what I think about Mississippi Grind at the end of the cook. So again, thanks for joining me. You know what we'll do. We'll go to the cutting board, get them seasoned up. Then we'll wrap them with saran wrap, put them on the tray, and in the refrigerator they go. Tomorrow we get on the grill and we get cooking, okay? So thanks again for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay, YouTube, so what we're gonna do first off is get these baby backs opened up. We're gonna get them clean, and we're gonna remove the membrane from the back side. So that's the first step. I know you've seen this done many times. There's no secret here. I usually, well, a lot of people, they'll use like a paper towel to grab the membrane. Usually I just start cutting, and whenever I can get a hold on it, I just rip it off with my hand. So I'll get these rinsed and then we'll come right back. Okay, so what I usually do is just try to get started. I find me a spot where I can get the membrane started. So as you can see here, right there, then I get a hold of it, and I don't know if it's luck or what it is, but I'm usually able to get a hold of it, like you see here, and then I'm able to just grab it and remove it. Pretty easy. And again, some people do use a paper towel. I just find it easier to do it like this. Okay, so again, this is what you don't want. You cannot, smoke cannot penetrate this, your seasoning cannot penetrate this. So this is why you remove the membrane. We'll do the same thing to the other one. Okay. So same thing. Get a hold of it. There she goes. This one doesn't want to come as easy, but it's gonna come off. Okay, there she is. And you just remove that membrane. Pull her right on off. Gotta remember this. This is a great tip for making some outstanding ribs, removing that membrane. So now it's gone on both slabs. And we will go ahead and start our seasoning process. But what I like to do first is try to dry the ribs up. I don't like them moist, so we'll pat these dry. We've already rinsed them, of course. Flip them over. Do the same thing to the other side. Just try to get some of that moisture off. I'm going to use mustard today for the binder. And then we will get these babies seasoned up really good with the Mississippi Grind that we talked about. So looking forward to trying this out and seeing what it's all about. Okay, so just your regular traditional yellow mustard. We will hit it on the top on both of these slabs and just get that massaged into the meat. That was easy enough. Alrighty. Now I want to come back with our Mississippi Grind and go generous with this seasoning. catching our sides and heavily on the top. Very good. This is generous, and do the other slab the same way. Catch our edges. Okay, so this is 2 slabs with one side done. We will flip it over and do the exact same thing to the other side. Here, we'll hit it with our mustard first. This is the building in flavors portion of this cook. You know, adding this rub to both sides gives you a rib that's going to be just delicious through and through. Okay, so now we come back with our seasoning again. We want to get our edges. I've told you guys in other videos, I don't worry so much about the rub that falls off and doesn't go on the meat, because I help consume that rub by sliding the edges of my meat on my cutting board to pick up whatever I left off. So there's this side done well. Now I'll just grab this, kind of pick up what I can on the side of my cutting board. And it helps to get everything used up, and at the same time you make sure your edges and everything is heavily seasoned. Okay, so now that we have both sides, I'll hit the top one more time for anything that may have came off. One more time there. And we are seasoned. Okay, the next step for these are to put them on the tray and get them wrapped in saran wrap. So we'll do that now. We'll get one added here and the other one added here. This is a very easy process. No 3-2-1 method today. This will be straight grilling Santa Maria style. So we will do bend tests and things like that to help understand when these ribs are going to be done. You guys know when we're smoking ribs, we usually go with the 3-2-1 method, where we hit it with that smoke for 3 hours, and then we wrap them for 2 hours. Then we come back, leave them exposed for that last hour, and at that time we sauce them up. So now, Santa Maria style, we're just going to regulate our temperature as far as the low and slow type thing goes by raising and lowering our grill grate while cooking with fantastic mesquite flavors. I may drop in an oak log or something as well, and we're just going to infuse these things with some great flavor. So this is the process so far. This is our prep for tomorrow's cook. I'll go ahead and get this in the refrigerator. Again, we'll let it sit for 10 hours. And then next time you see me, we'll be heading out, getting the Santa Maria grill fired up and getting these beautiful pork baby back ribs on the grill. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys in the morning. Welcome back, YouTube. This is day 2 of our grilled baby back ribs that we are going to cook on the Sunterra 48-inch Santa Maria style grill. So what we did, if you remember, we seasoned these ribs. First we removed the membrane, then we added mustard for a binder, and then we went heavy with the Mississippi Grind rub. Now I told you guys yesterday this is my first time trying this rub, so I'm really excited and looking forward to seeing what type of flavor profile comes from this. Got rave reviews that I've seen, and again, I was told about this from a guy on Instagram who reached out to me on it. Okay, so for our fuel, we'll be using Kingsford mesquite. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna load up the Santa Maria style grill with the mesquite flavored coals. We're gonna get these beautiful 2 slabs of ribs on, and then we'll start raising, lowering our grill grate until we reach the doneness that we're looking for on these ribs. Now my plan is to hopefully get this completed and posted before Labor Day, so wish me luck there. It is Sunday, the day before Labor Day, so I got a lot of work to do. I'm always excited about bringing these type of cooks to you guys and let you see what you can do on the Santa Maria style grill. So this is really cool for me. I want to thank you as always for joining me. I'll take this off real fast and let you see how our ribs did overnight. But for the most part, what they've done is just marinated really well in the box. They have a dry rub type marinade. Next thing we'll do again is get the hot coals going. We'll do a sear, and then we'll just start raising and lowering our grill grate until we get the desired temperature. So thanks again for joining me. I'll meet you guys outside where we get the Santa Maria style grill going. Enjoy Labor Day if I don't get a chance to talk to you guys again. And as always, let's get cooking. Okay, YouTube, we are back out on the 48-inch Santa Maria style grill by Sunterra Outdoors. And what I'm doing now is just getting my grill grate clean for today's cooking. So I really like these V-channel grill grates. Again, the benefit of the V-channel with the slope is that as you're cooking, the grease comes down the channel and goes into these grease troughs. So that keeps down on flare-ups when you're cooking. And what we'll also do as part of this cook is put cooking spray on our grill grates. I like to do that to get them seasoned before we start cooking. So one of my favorites is just the Crisco Professional Grill Master. I use this a lot to spray down my grates. This stuff works really good. So just get a nice liberal spray to make sure you coat all of the V-channels. We're gonna have ribs cooking on here. We don't want anything sticking. And maybe hot dogs or something on this side. So we'll do the same thing here. All right, time to add the fuel. So I'm planning on adding the whole bag of this to the grill. Now with this Kingsford, you know what's cool about it is it has mesquite flavor. I say mesquite flavor. The mesquite infused Kingsford has chunks or pieces of mesquite compressed into the charcoal briquette. So that's what you get here. So you get mesquite flavoring or mesquite wood compressed with the briquette itself. I got a really good deal of this over Labor Day, so I went on and picked up 2 bags of these. These were $4.99 each, so I bought 2 bags. Can't beat that. Okay, so there's our fuel for today's cook. What we'll do next is get the loaf lighter and go ahead and get these lit and let them start ashing over. So we can do that right now. I know I've showed you guys the loaf lighter, or I've filmed the loaf lighter in a few videos. So all we're gonna do is try to get these briquettes started. There we go. That should do it for this side. We'll let this side go. And we'll get started on this side. Okay, what I also want to do is add oak wood. So I'm going to add a chunk of oak, a log on both sides. Let those start heating up as well. So we're going to have us a very, very good fire here soon. Again, this will take at least about 30 minutes before everything gets to where it needs to be to start cooking. So we'll get it closed up and then we'll check back later, okay? Okay, we will start first with our beautiful 2 slabs of ribs. Let's add some wonderful ribs to this awesome, awesome grill. Okay, that's the start. I'll go ahead and get hot dogs going on this other side over here. Now the plan is to do low and slow type cooking with these ribs. As the hot dogs get done, which you know they won't take much time at all, we'll go ahead and start grabbing some of the fuel down here, pushing it over to the other side, and consolidating our cook for the ribs. Okay, YouTube, we are back. We're about 20 minutes into this cook, and we're going to go ahead and do our first flip of these beautiful baby backs. I'm going to go on this side here where I got room. That's the good thing also, the flexibility. So we'll get this one turned. Beautiful, beautiful char. I'll take you up close after I get them turned. I'll let you see what we got going on. As you can see, our hot dogs are doing well. They're about ready to come off now. I'll take this off of the tripod and take you up close. Let you see what we got going on here. So there's our hot dogs. They will be done any second now. But let's check out the stars of the show. That's our beautiful baby back ribs. So nice color on that first side. We started getting us some charring going. Just wanted to show that to you. So again, these are grilled ribs that we are doing today. And this is what it's all about. So I'll go ahead now and just let this continue going. I'll also show you once we flip it again so you can check out the awesome sear marks on the other side. But hey, you got the Kamado style grill. Hey, keep it. It is a wonderful thing. I love my Kamado. I got it right over there. I have my 22.5-inch kettle. I have it right over there. I even have a Gabby's grill down on the bottom, as you can see right there. But when you're talking straight Santa Maria style cooking, this is awesome. So our wood is working right here. It is ashed over and putting off that great infusion of mesquite and oak. Our hot dogs again will be done momentarily. We'll move the rest of the fuel that you see up under the bottom over to this side. And again, I talked to you in the previous video, it's all about consolidating your heat. So we'll consolidate the heat and get it right up under these ribs. And next time I join you, we will have these ribs flipped over and you can see how the other side's going. So I appreciate you guys joining me. This is the second cook of Labor Day. Really excited about it. Can't wait to feed the family. Thanks for hanging in there with me. See you guys in a bit. Okay, YouTube, we are back. I wanted to give you a quick shot of our hot dogs. They are about to go inside the house. They grilled up really, really nice. Again, Santa Maria style cooking is a awesome way of cooking your foods. The V-channel grill grates put nice sear marks on the hot dog, so those are always inviting when you're having a hot dog. I'm going to show you now the ribs and how they're coming. Now, what we're going to do next, I'm going to go ahead and put this tripod down, and I talked to you again about consolidating the cook. So all of the coals that you see here, I'm going to move them over to this side so we can continue with the low and slow cook on this side. So that's what we're going to do right now. Alright, so we'll go ahead and use our ash tool. That's what I have here. And get these coals on this side moved over. No use of wasting any fuel. You got all this heat, let's use it, right? I found this to be a very, very effective way of getting the most life out of your fuel while cooking. So I try to take advantage of this as much as I can. And we just have a few ashes. Okay. There we go. Go ahead and get this closed back up and we will continue cooking. Okay, YouTube, we are back. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and let you see what we got going on. These ribs have been cooking now for about an hour. And again, they're just grilling low and slow, very, very nicely. As you can see, those beautiful char marks. Look at that. Now, those are grilled ribs for you. We'll do the other one. Show you how that looks. There's this one here. Looking great. Okay, we will continue on with this cook. Now, one thing when you're cooking ribs on the grill, you can always tell when they're getting done from the bend test. So these are barely bending. They got a lot more time to go. So what I'm going to do is bring them down since I've already gotten the grill marks that I want. I'll bring it on down now to make sure I'm getting more heat on these things while my coals are burning and try to accelerate the cooking process. So that's what we're going to do next. So when you're talking about the Santa Maria grill, it's all about raising and lowering your grill grates to hit that achieved temperature that you're going after. So that's what we're doing now. Our ribs are going to continue cooking. I'll move them over a little. They'll just continue cooking low and slow. I have plenty of fuel down there, so I definitely have more time for that. What I may do is come back and add another log so I can definitely make sure that I'm able to power through this cook. So I'll do that, and I'll check back with you guys in a couple of hours. All right, we are back and the sun's about to go down on us. So what I'm thinking about doing is just showing you guys one more time how these ribs are coming along. And the next thing you'll see will be us at the cutting board. As you can see, we're starting to bend a little bit. I think that one actually broke in the middle. So it won't be a whole lot longer. We're getting some really, really good cooking on both sides of these ribs. So you can see that the seasoning is coming through. Very nice and tender. But we need more cooking time, so we're going to go a little bit longer. And the next thing you'll see is us at the cutting board showing you the final product. So I appreciate you staying with me. I will get back with you guys when it's time to get to the cutting board. I'll show you up close how good these things are looking. Beautiful. So again, I'll see you guys at the cutting board in about an hour. Okay, YouTube, check out the finished product of our grilled baby back ribs. Now, all I can tell from right now is that we have some succulent, beautiful seared and charred ribs that we're going to go ahead and flip over and cut real quick. I'll let you see how well they're cooked on the inside and let you see how tender they are. But as you can see, we got great sear marks, we have a nice sheen, and it seems like this Mississippi grind is going to be a great rub. So this is a dry rub type of a grilling style that I just did. No sauce or anything. If someone wants sauce, they can sauce it at the plate. So let me get a knife and we'll get these cut open. I will turn this slab over and you can see we got a little bit of pullback, not a bunch. We'll cut right here in the middle of this one, and so you can check out how done they are. Okay, check this out. Look at these ribs. Look how tender, look how juicy they are. Do another one right here. Oh, these are going to be absolutely phenomenal. So, tender as can be, juicy, cooked about 3 hours, and here they are. Let me pull this out, let you see how tender they are. Very, very good ribs. I love it. So this dry rub on the Santa Maria style grill has just produced some of the most juicy, flavorful ribs that I have ever had. So no need for low and slow. If you have just a regular grill that you can adjust your grill grates up and down, you can see these things are cooked through and through. Right through the bone. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what DSKI Grillz is doing. And as always, at DSKI Grillz, grilling is not a pastime, it's a passion. I'm always about presentation. If you guys have been following me, you know I love to leave you off with a beautiful view. This one's mine for Labor Day.